And we're back, Pepsters. Welcome back po ulit. Bago tayo nag-break kanina kina Richard and Maricar, iniwanan muna natin sila ng questions, particularly si Richard na paki-explain lang kung ano ibig niya sabihin dun sa pagiging wife-centered relationship nila. So, Richard, what do you mean by that?
Before we got married, meron kami mga friends na married sa church na older than us. We made sure na maraming gumagabay sa amin na yung medyo nakakatanda, marami nang dinaanan, gano'n. And then the wives would always tell me na, alam mo, sabi ko, if there's one thing na you would have done different, may isa kaming ninong at ninang, sabi nung babae sa akin, alam mo, super happy ako, kaya lang kung may one lang ako pwedeng palitan, it was sana nung nag-marry kami, hindi kami agad nag-kids. Sabi ko, bakit? Usually, di ba, napaka-joyful magkaroon ng kid. Sabi niya, kasi when you have a kid, lahat ng, yung tatrabaho ka, uwi ka, linis ka ng bahay, nagiging child-centered siya agad eh. Ang turo sa amin, spiritually, sa church na pinupuntahan namin is, syempre dapat God-centered talaga eh, di ba? God first. Pero second dapat is the wife, contrary to popular culture na anak ang nauuna over the spouse. It should be the spouse first. So the way daw to achieve that is wag muna kayo mag-kids para pa nag-marry kayo, you get to know each. Kasi 'di ba pagpasok niyo sa bahay, ang dami niyo pa na-discover eh. Pag may anak agad, ang tendency piniplay mo siya, yung wife unconsciously, parang hindi naman neglected, pero parang hindi na siya yung pinaka-important eh. Siyempre, umiyak lagi yung bata, doon ka napupunta eh. So, the wife told me, maganda, mga 1 or 2 years, let Maricar enjoy muna na kayong dalawa lang, i-pursue mo siya, kilalanin mo siya, dalhin mo siya sa iba-ibang countries. Kasi pag nagkaroon ka na ng kid, hindi ka na makaka-travel that often or that easily for a girl. Girl na nagturo sa akin. So, narinig ko yun. I found it as very wise advice. So, ngayon, nasa 1 year, 5-6 months pa lang kami. Pero alam kong happy siya kasi ang dami naming invested memories from Taiwan, Coron, Japan. Twice na kami nag-Japan. So, ang daming kong natututunan sa kanya na kung sino siya. I study her a lot. Yun ang sinasabi sa akin ng mga older people. Study your wife. Kasi nag-iiba daw eh. Kumbaga, the girl you married last year may not be the same this year. So, kailangan mo siya aralin. Parang gano'n.
So, Maricar, ikaw naman, haba ng hair. Wife-centered. So, ano masasabi mo ron na yung ganong decision ni Richard na to yung lahat ng attention niya, to pay attention muna, lahat muna sa'yo. Ano masasabi mo ron? Saka how about you? Paano mo naman inaanin sa kanya?
I think, it goes both ways. Although, siguro hindi naman sa akin sinabi expressly in that way. Pero, ganun din yung advice sa akin na for the first year or 2, siya rin yung parang focus ko. Kasi mas lalo na when I talk to moms, when you have a kid, iba rin for the mom when you give birth. Although ngayon, I might not be the best with kids now, pero nag-iiba ka daw talaga pag nanganak ka na. Nag-shift talaga yung priorities mo. And I think tama din na parang at this point, we get to, yun yata yung yung purpose, parang to solidify yung relationship naming dalawa. Kasi I feel na pag solid kami, when we're like united, yung one flesh talaga, when we have a child, mas magiging effective kami to be as parents. Kasi kami, solid ba? Kumbaga, we're a real team, hindi kami parang two separate people trying to take care of one person. I see it that way. Kaya for me, nagme-make sense yung advice na yun.
So talagang happy wife, happy life.
Hindi din na.
Ayan, kung sino man yung boyfriend ni Risa, makinig ka.
So yun nga, having said that, now naman na married na kayo, in terms of career naman, with you, Maricar, yung roles ba na ina-accept mo now are limited compared to before? Or you can still accept any roles naman at this point?
Actually, naisip ko bigla, ang weird nga yung last role ko. Ang weird na inoffer sa akin. Kasi sobra ako nag-thank you kay Sir Deo. Kasi the girl, well, she got married. Pero yung asal siya, hindi siya wife. Hindi siya yung typical mom role or wife role na, hindi eh. So I was really surprised that I was offered something contrary to what I believed na ibabox na ako. Na, di ba usually when a girl gets married in showbiz, yung roles niya nagiging mommy role, nice, nakaganon lang, umiiyak, alam mo yung ganon.
Yes.
Pero, yun nga, sobra ako na thankful dun sa my last teleserye because she was so not me. So not the married woman na role na ino-offer.
Yun nga yung sabi ni Rachel dun sa isang interview na sabi niya, I don't watch my wife's TV show kasi parang naibahan siya. It's the complete opposite of Maricar, sabi niya.
Yeah.
Sabi ni Rachel. So, yung pagiging ganun mong character, hindi ka ba hindi ba nadadala sa bahay?
Ay, wish, yan, tanongin mo.
I think, no. I think she has very good stability, although nag-agree kami na if we start to have a kid or she gets pregnant, I feel, this is not for everybody, we feel na personally, we might not be in favor of her being pregnant and having that role. Kasi the negativity, you can, natatransfer yun eh. Whether you like it or not, or conscious or not, that negativity is transferred to the child. So ayaw namin kasi ang those things the baby can get it eh. Yung emotion mo parang gano'n. So yun ang namin. That's just personal lang amin lang naman yun.
So this means syempre kapag nagbuntis na si Maricar,
wala nang villain roles.
Or I don't know. Kailangan yun nga, whenever there's a role offered to me now, talagang tinatanong namin na ano ba yung ilalim nito? Actually, okay naman si Sasha. In a way, I had to find somewhere to connect with her. Even though externally, sobrang iba kami. There's an ilalim na pareho. Doon ako nag-ano sa kanya. Kasi you can't act if you don't connect with the character. So.
Pero yun nga, intense nung character mo ron. Tapos, sinasabi nga ni Richard na it's the complete opposite of Maricar. Paano mo ginawa yun? Mayroon ka bang peg? Meron ka bang kakilalang gano'n na in-interview mo? Paano ba maging ganyan?
Well, very, very helpful naman yung directors. They really explain, she's like this. Yun nga, yung first you had to find the connection with her. Our connection is yung family life. Walang father. I grew up with a father, pero yung dad ko, before he realized na he needed to spend time with us, lagi siya nag-work. So, syempre, he loves us. Doon siya nag-express. So, work siya ng work. We grew up na walang dad. Siya rin, ganon. So, doon yung nakita kong connect. Then you build on that.
So, we also heard na you're doing a movie.
Indie.
Yeah.
Indie lang.
So, yung role,
Light
hindi
lang.
naman.
No.
Pwede na bang sabihin?
Much lighter to. But, may pagka larger than life kasi si Sasha. So, this one, more real. Very indie,
Okay,
real emotions, real atake.
With Richard naman, kasi since you're a crooner, parang yung audience mo knows na you sing that way. Pero in the future ba, maririnig ka ba nilang mag-rap or mag-rock or whatever? Or meron ka bang dream collaboration, for example?
Kasi yung mga ibang artist, they want to collaborate with you. Pero ikaw ba, meron ka bang magkaroon ng dream collaboration with, for example, Glock 9 or collaboration with yung...
Actually, sa ASAP, if you really watch it, I don't sing my genre. They make us sing pop eh. So, every Sunday, yung nakikita ng mga sa akin, mostly, is not my genre. So, talagang iba ako, kumbaga, iba ako dun sa natural strength ko, parang gano'n. So, I find it challenging kasi wala ka dun sa comfort zone mo eh. So, pag wala ako sa ASAP or I sing in corporate, I always go back to the Bublé, Sinatra type. Dream collaboration, marami na akong nakasama, naka-duet, naka-concert. But one thing na talagang ilang years ko nang talagang hino-hope is for me to be given a chance to make songs for other people. So, songs na parang KZ, Tandingan, tsaka siguro Glock 9 na nag-rap. Meron ako mga kanta for that. Kaya lang, wala pang avenue to show it. But there's a couple of songs like, I don't know if you remember Piolo Regine. May isang movie sila, Paano Kita Iibigin. Yan, there's 2 songs there na sinulat ko. So, yun. So, ang saya makita yung song mo piniplay dun sa movie. And then, there's another song na medyo nag-click sa mga bata, yung Up, Up, Down, Down by a duo called Chrissy Erica. Ako rin nagsulat nun. So, there's a little lang. Hindi pa as big, hindi pa as wide as I want. Pero marami akong pinapangarap na sana kumanta ng mga kanta ko. Mga originals. Marami. Everybody sana. Sarah, you have Yeng, you have Bamboo. Ang dami sana eh. Pero wala pang avenue. Wala pa. So,
yung pag ano mo nang sa inspiration for all of those songs, paano mo ginagawa yun? Do you look at your wife muna and then, or habang nagdadrive ka ba, biglang gaganon?
Honestly, walang formula in songwriting. When you talk, iba-iba eh. Ako, it does not come to me easily now. Honestly, before I met my wife, I wrote already 40 plus songs. And then nung na-meet ko siya, siguro iba na yung pinagagawa ko. Parang hindi na ako nakapagsulat masyado eh. But usually it comes eh. When it comes, talagang I have to stop what I'm doing. Kasi yung flow na yon once lang eh. So hindi pag you say, mamaya na. Pagbalik mo, wala na eh. So I finished like my last song na ginawa ko, I think, Teddy Bear. Nag-away kami ng mom ko. She's in Taiwan. Nag-away kami sa phone. Pagbaba ko, for some weird reason, in 20 minutes, I finished that song. So hindi ko alam. It comes in spurts eh. It comes in waves, parang ganon. So you just have to ride the wave. And then, pag na-ride mo, sana matapos mo siya. And then you keep it na. Then sana in the future, mabigyan ka ng opportunity na ilabas yung mga kanta na yun. Sana.
You sing, you write songs, you cook. Kailan naman sa acting?
Hindi.
Dance.
Hindi. Acting at dance, hindi. Siguro ang maganda sa manager ko, si Erickson, I think every artist, I really believe, every artist needs to have a manager na super believe sa'yo, but is also brutally honest to tell you in love na you're not strong in this. And one of the things I knew beforehand, okay, before I met Maricar, alam ko na kung saan ako malakas, alam ko kung saan ako mahina. And her gift, opposite din kami kung ano yung gift niya, yun ang pinaka-weakness ko. I am conscious in the camera, hindi ako maging umarte, hindi ako telegenic. Siya telegenic, a natural umarte. Pag ginigising siya sa taping, Ricard, tape na tayo. Wala siyang ako, bagang goldfish na yung mata ko, yung ganun eh. So, I don't want to go where I'm weak at. I really believe na you should always go to a place where you're strong. Kasi pag nilagay ka dun sa kahinaan mo, you feel more depressed in the long run kasi hindi ka nagsashine eh. So, parang ganun. Tsaka, I think there are also some cases where singers act and they don't act well, it affects the singing career. There are some, not all, but there are some singers na nag-try kasi iniisip nila, sisikat ako lalo kapag nag-acting ako. But it's not their gift. So they went into it, lahat ng teleserye flop, lahat ng movies flop. And it, in a way, it affected your perception of the singer. So I'm not ready to risk something or to go into acting na alam ko, wala nagsasabi na, alam mo, galing mo umarte dun sa ano. Wala. Siya ang napakagaling. So I'd rather give it to her. Parang gano'n.
So, apart from that, yung singing and acting, may isa pa kayong kina-career, yung pagbablog.
Oh, yes.
Ganda nun
Ganda nun ganda ng segue yan
So, tell us more something about yung blog niyo. How did it
Sabihin
start?
nga natin, ano yung vlog relationship?
Relationship matters.
.ph. .ph.
It started as saan ko ba ito
Yung
na-mention?
hairpin.
Oh, yeah. Yung nakwento ko kay, kada Tito Boy the other time. After the wedding, wala lang. Kasi, we couldn't post anything, whatever. Tapos, when I was taking down my hair after everything, nilagay ko lahat ng hairpins sa counter ng CR, and then, yung hairpiece ko, na ganyan. So, parang, ay, ang cute. Picturean ko nga. So, pinicturean ko, pinost ko sa Instagram. Kasi by that time, may mga naririnig kami na parang, ang dami. So, yung mga tweets ng friends namin, kumakalat na, ganyan. So, there was a lot of people excited about what happened. So, nag-post lang ako ng hairpins na sabi ko, oh, these are the hairpins that I wore, and thank you for expressing support and all the well wishes, ganyan. Sa lahat ng post ko, lahat ng selfies ko na nagpaganda ko or whatever, yon ang pinakamaraming likes at that point.
The wedding hairpins.
The hairpins. Ako parang, so nagkulot pa ako. Yun, wala siyang sinabi dun sa hairpin post. So kami parang, that's very touching na people are interested in our relationship. So kami parang, and then we thought, there are a lot of things that we learn as we go along. We love to learn. We love to ask people, lalo na people who have been married longer than us, na parang, oh, bakit kayo okay pa rin? Or what are the things that are not, what are the things that you don't say to others? Pero alam mo yung mga conflicts nyo, help us to. Kasi by knowing, feeling ko by knowing the conflicts of the other couple, you learn something from. So anyway, long story short, we're always learning. So kami parang, since there are people who are interested, they might want to read the blog as well.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll learn also with us.
So after, aside from your careers, your acting career and the blog, si Richard has this new album. Actually, this is, kailan ba ito na-release?
We just released that siguro mga a month or two ago. Mga October or November yung release. It's my newest album. It's called The Crooner Sings Bacharach. Now, for some people, yung mga younger people, mga pepsters na hindi alam, si Bacharach ay nagsulat ng napakadaming famous songs na kinakanta natin sa karaoke pero hindi natin alam na siya nagsulat. There's example of one song na ako personally, hindi ko alam na siya nagsulat is the song That's What Friends Are For. Okay, 'di ba? So ako mismo, when I perform the songs, like the other day, sinabihan ako ng aking kasama na, grabe ka, Chard, magbenta ng Bacharach. Kasi nga, it's my own self-discovery na yung kanta rin na yung Always Something There to Remind Me na 80s new wave hit, siya rin pala nagsulat nun. Pati yung Carpenters na Close to You, siya rin nagsulat. So yung self-discovery ko, I share it with the people watching me na, alam nyo ba, siya nagsulat ng ganito. And then when I sing it to the audience, nakakasabay sila. But first time nila din i-connect na, si Bert Bacharach pala nagsulat. So yun yung ginagawa ko. When I go around the country sa mall promoting this album, I always share to the people na you know all of these songs, pero I want to introduce to you kung sino nagsulat for the very first time, parang ganun.
This is a 12-track album.
12-track album.
Yun nga, na mga kanta lahat made by the great songwriter, Mr. Bert Bacharach.
Yeah.
Tapos, interesting na ito yung They Long to Be Close to You. Interesting trivia about this Bert Bacharach kasi nung binigay niya ito sa The Carpenters, wala siyang pakialam sila. Just give it to them. Kasi parang ayaw niya nung kanta.
Ganon?
Pero they made it big.
Yeah.
Oh.
In fairness sa research,
Well,
ha?
research.
In fairness sa trivia.
Napanood ko yung Carpenters the story, nakita ko, binato lang sa kanila.
So what's your favorite track?
Oh, what's your favorite?
Favorite track lang yung Arthur's Theme kasi I'm a fan of Christopher Cross. Yung kumanta ng Sailing. You know. And then, Arthur's Theme is, pag sinabi mo sa tao, ano yung Arthur's Theme? But when you sing it, yung, if you get caught between the moon and New York City. And then, I knew the song way back pa. And yun yung favorite ko talaga. Even the instrumentation, kinikilig ako pag kinakanta ko siya. But I never knew it was Bert Bacharach.
Ako rin, kala ko si Christopher Cross din ako.
So actually, when you read the credits, it was a collaboration between Christopher Cross and Bert Bacharach. They wrote it together. So napakaganda nung discovery na yun. Galing talaga niya magsulat ng kanta. And a lot of people love Bert Bacharach, especially the senior citizens market, which is my market. mga tito, tita, lolo, lola, they love Baccarat. Yung mga bata ngayon, parang ang Baccarat, that's a game. So, I need to re-educate them that Burt Bacharach is still alive. Di ba?
Tawa ko eh. Baccarat.
Hindi, totoo. Burt Bacharach is still alive, 86 years old. Still playing the piano. Yeah.
Yun, ano naman ang, ano naman yung dito sa album, ano ba yung pwede mong sabihin na kanta mo for Maricar? Pero bago mo sagutin yan, magbabalik po ang pep talk.
Sige.
May weird pala.
Oh, may weird. Yung hindi na, yung formal na, ha? Hindi, yung formal. Oh, game. Ready na ako.